You guys are hitting it out of the park. What else did this Cohen say? Well, he said something really good here. This was good. He said, Cohen said they are making significant efforts to reduce systemic racism in the justice system. Well, it's about time. It is about time. I wonder what those are, though. I wonder what the significant efforts are. Maybe he'll tell me. And addressing, so they're making significant efforts to reduce systemic racism and address the overrepresentation of indigenous peoples in prisons. Oh. Did you know there is an overrepresentation of indigenous peoples in prisons, guys? Yeah. And that's because of systemic racism. Because society is racist towards that group, I guess. And that makes them commit crimes, multiple crimes, I think. And therefore, they go to jail. What else is he going to do? These include culturally appropriate approaches to indigenous corrections. I'm not going to pretend to even understand what that means. Maybe somebody can leave a comment. That's weird. These include culturally appropriate approaches. I wonder what those are. Well, I guess he's not going to tell us. Maybe he'll tell us at a later day. Man, I wish he would give us an example of systemic racism in the justice. Well, we just heard one. COVID-19. Right? I wonder why there's an overrepresentation of indigenous peoples in prisons. I hate to admit it. And I probably shouldn't tell this story, but we had an overrepresentation once in Duncan. And it was more than once. But I remember this night in particular. It was so busy. It was off the wall crazy. It was like 4 a.m, and I'm driving back to the detachment. I want my night to end. Everybody wants their night to end. I got somebody in the back. I got a prisoner. And I swear to God, I'm avoiding looking in front of me while I'm driving because I know there's a drunk driver in front of me. We were just so maxed. There was nothing we could do. Crime was just rampant that night. We go back to cells. There's 13 non-white. Okay. I think it's either 13 or 15. But let's say 13. There's 13 prisoners in jail, and there's only one white guy. And I look back at that day, and pure example of racism, isn't it? Like I guess we purposely went out, driving around, avoiding white people, and focusing on certain groups because, like they say, there's systemic racism in the police world and the justice system. But man, you know what I used to think, which is clearly wrong? I thought that we arrested those 13 people because they committed crimes that night. And I need to stop thinking that way, okay? That's my white privilege talking, obviously. And don't you dare, okay? There is an overrepresentation, and it's not because they're committing crime, guys. That's not why. It's racism. That's if you say it's not racism, these people don't have a job. Okay? So you can't say that. You have to say racism. You know what? If you say racism, it's less work. It's easier to just say it's racist. Everything's racist. Police are racist. Justice system are racist. We will not focus on important things. Well, no, that is important. Okay. But we won't focus on other things like broken families. Every call that I ever went to that involved a youth came from a broken family. No dad. But that's not important. Oh, you got to hear this. This is I don't know if this is a guy or a girl, okay? But it's Kim Bodine, and this person knows their stuff. It's the National Vice Chair of the Congress of Aboriginal Peoples. This person says, the high rate of COVID-19 cases among indigenous inmates is one of the reasons the organization is calling for an accelerated release. Yeah. So Kim wants to release these prisoners. Bodine said he speaks regularly with people on the inside. So I guess he's talking to these inmates, okay, in jail. And about how they are doing. He asks them how they're doing. And whether they can access health care. That's nice of them. This guy sounds awesome. Assuming it's a guy. What I find, though, is that the majority of them are stressed out. Oh, my God. That's not good. You don't go to jail without... That's racist. You should not... If you're in jail, you should not be stressed out. Okay? It should be stress-free for you. It should be almost like a getaway, like a vacation. If you enjoyed that short bag of dicks, you can watch the full episode right here.